And for our restorative pose, because we did so much hip opening, I wanted something that would feel really secure, bringing everything back together. So if you have a chair or a couch nearby, you can totally rest your legs up on that. If you don't, then a stack of some blankets works. And then the key ingredient, the most important part, is having a strap or a scarf with which you can bind the legs together. So I'm creating a loop in my strap. And then the strap, if you're on a couch or chair, the strap will just go around the space just above the knees. If you are working on blankets, the strap actually goes around the legs as well as the top blanket. That's going to make it a little more comfortable and secure. And then take a moment to tighten it. And the reason why the strap is so helpful is because the muscles of the inner thighs actually work when you're trying to relax to prevent the legs from like spilling outward. So when you have the strap, those muscles can turn off and relax completely and become restored and rejuvenated by our resting pose. So it's worth it. Take the time, do the strap thing. And then when you're ready, you can start to make your way onto your back. And it is fine to stay here for the duration of Shavasana, or eventually if you want to remove the legs and turn your blanket sideways so you just have that support that's more normal behind the knees, that's fine too. And before we release completely in Shavasana, I invite you to tune into your breath and notice if there's just a little more awareness in the base of the core, that gentle downward press as you inhale, and that very effortless rise as you exhale. And then let your awareness start to zoom out so it's no longer localized at one part of the body. Imagine just observing the whole body, gently breathing. And then let yourself start to relax anything that you're controlling. It could be something in your body, something in your breath. And find a sense of softness. You can imagine the forehead like the view of the ocean here at Konalani, just a spacious, vast ocean reaching out in all directions. And from this relaxed and open space, we'll rest for a little bit over 10 minutes. Let yourself stay relaxed. And direct your awareness towards your breath without changing it. And just notice your state of being. Sometimes it's easier to feel space between your thoughts, any worries, even any physical discomfort. And see if you can maintain this sense of spaciousness as you start to make gentle movements. You can draw the legs out from underneath the strap and hug the knees into the chest, or do anything that the body is craving, but try to actually enjoy each movement, even if it's really simple. Try to feel it, be there for it. And take your time coming up to seated and make any stops along the way. And as you come upright, grab anything you need to sit comfortably for the next 10 minutes or so. And find your way into your comfortable seat and notice if the work that we have done together today has affected your seat. Perhaps there's more support. Maybe you just don't feel anything, but sometimes, there's that little discomfort in the hip or the knee. And before we release the physical body completely, just notice the breath and notice that really subtle drawing together of the legs that happens naturally as you exhale. It's so tiny, just like 1% activation. But if you feel it, you can use it to sit up a little taller effortlessly without building any tension. And then just know that that's there for you, and you don't have to do it or control it or make it happen. And now we release our focus on the physical body, and we can drop into our heart center. So you're welcome to close the eyes or find a single gaze point and start to notice the sensation of the breath mingling with the heart. And see how relaxed you can be as you observe the heart, letting the breath work its magic, gently allowing the heart to expand, keeping your focus there. There's nothing that you can make happen, but by focusing and breathing and relaxing, you can create the right conditions for that energetic shift to occur. And I invite you to use the mantra Om Namah Shivaya with each breath. And letting the powerful syllables help you connect deeper and deeper to the heart. And the energetic work we do in meditation is really similar to what we were doing physically. In that moment of focusing and bringing the strength to the legs and the deep core, but then how we're able to use that to find a lot of space and freedom in the hips and the spine. And so as you inhale to the heart, you're bringing the strength of your focus. You're bringing that unity of all of your energy at a single point. And then as you exhale, there is a spaciousness that is available. You don't have to hold on to that point. You don't have to hold on to the work. You can release into it. You can relax and allow the practice to unfold. And we'll conclude our practice with generating gratitude. And so you can bring the hands to heart center and keep your awareness at the heart. And as you gently breathe towards the heart, maybe there's already a feeling of gratitude, in which case you can just breathe into it and let it expand. And to help generate that feeling, if it's not there or you need help increasing it, you can think of people or things or places that you're really grateful for. And try to feel that spark that ignites when you picture a loved one or remember something exciting in your life. And really try to feel with what it evokes in the heart, more so than the image itself. And when you do feel something in the heart, breathe into that. Let that sensation grow and expand. And then eventually let that be so real that the image can start to fade away and you can just be with the true experience of gratitude. And as you breathe into it, allowing it to expand, you can imagine the heart starting to spill and overflow with this overabundance of nectar. And visualize that nectar traveling into the hands, letting the palms start to open like you're cupping a firefly. And then each breath, imagine that you're sending the gratitude, the abundant, overflowing gratitude into the space of the hands and eventually the arms. You can start to let the fingers blossom open and the arms start to lift. And eventually allow the arms to part, forming a huge bowl that you can fill with the rising up gratitude of the heart. And eventually, when you feel so full of this sensation, you can use an exhale to let it all rise straight up out of the crown of the head, up to your highest self and any of your cosmic teachers or Ishta-devis or deities you connect with. And the hands can float down and let yourself relax. Thank you so much for being here and for sharing this practice. Namaste.